Continuing on the theme of eye-related content from last week, today's topic will all be about the differences between the male and female eye areas. Not only that, but their surroundings as well, the orbital bone, zygomatic bone, also known as cheekbones, how it affects the eye area, eyebrows and eyelashes, as well as what features look the most attractive on what gender, getting you to understand your facial aesthetics even more. This video, like many others, will be split into multiple parts. The first part will talk about the size and the protrusion. The second one will talk about the zygomatic bone. The third one will talk about the eyebrows and eyelashes. And the fourth will talk about the canthal tilt. Yes, even canthal tilt on average can differ between men and women. If you want to support the channel and get your face evaluated by me with personalized look max and advice, link will be down in the description. If you want to read more about topics like these, you can check out my blog at nearfacerating.com. Without further ado, let's get this video started. There are two main differences between the male and female preorbital area, size and protrusion. Male eyes often appear smaller due to the fact that males on average have higher set cheekbones and nasal bridges than women. We are going to look at this graph here to help us add more context. As we can see, when it comes to the frontal bone for men, it's lower and sloping, and for women, it's more vertical and rounded. The temporal ridge is large in men but small in women. Same can be said for the mastoid process. It's smaller in women generally but larger in men. And finally, for the supraorbital margin, or the ridge above the eyes, it's rounded in men and sharp in women. High cheekbones and nasal bridges are also survival traits. High cheekbones means the eyes and brain, as the zygomatic arch is higher, are better protected. High nasal bridges means that the eyes are better protected as well. When the cheekbones are higher, the lateral canthus and lateral portion of the lower eyelid is higher relative to the upper eyelid, making the lateral portion of the eye look smaller as there is less sclera visible. When the nasal bridge is higher, the medial canthus and medial portion of the eyelid is higher relative to the upper eyelid, making the medial portion of the eye look smaller. When both lateral and medial canthi are higher, the entire lower eyelid is higher. Brad Pitt has high cheekbones and nasal bridge, and as a result, his canthi and lower lid are higher relative to the upper eyelid, making his eyes look smaller. Compare that to Angelina Jolie, who has low cheekbones and nasal bridge, making her eyes appear bigger. For protrusion, male eyes often appear less protrusive or exposed than female eyes, but this difference is an illusion created by surrounding bones. First, the glabella or the brow ridge. This difference is most well known. The frontal sinus cavity behind the glabella enlarges as a result of testosterone, which makes the glabella more prominent relative to the eyes. This makes the eyes appear deeper set. Second, the nasal bridge. Male tends to have more prominent or protrusive nasal bridges than women, which makes the eyes appear better protected. Third, the supraorbital rim. The male supraorbital rim tends to be more prominent and extends farther past the eyeball than females. This again makes the eyes better protected and appear deeper set. However, it also plays a big role in how hooded the eye is, or how much the upper eyelid is covered by fat. The more prominent the supraorbital rim is, the more forward positioned the fat pad will be relative to the upper eyelid, covering it more with fat. Compare DiCaprio's side profile to Winslet's. Their fat pads are about the same size, but DiCaprio's supraorbital rim is much more prominent, and his eyelid is thus more concealed by the upper eye fat pad. Quick note, brow ridge has no impact on hooding. Upper eye fat pads are located under and slightly behind the supraorbital rim. The only factor impacting hooding are supraorbital rim projection, fat pad size, and descent pad. Asians tend to have a little supraorbital rim prominence, but their upper eye fat pad descends anterior to the upper eyelid regardless of rim projection, most likely as a response to cold environment. There are many ways to spot this difference. Asian fat pads will go straight down as opposed to backward like Barrett's. The Asian eye will appear less deeper set as the supraorbital rim is actually lacking prominence as opposed to Barrett's, which is very prominent. And the eyebrows will be much more forward relative to the eye when the supraorbital rim is prominent, unless they are so arched that they sit above the supraorbital rim. The zygomatic bone. This one also isn't talked about a whole lot. Not sure yet if this is a dimorphic trait, but it is certainly a survival trait. Forward-grown zygos means that the zygomatic processes of the temporal is long, thus making the zygomatic more forward positioned relative to the eyeball, which makes the eyeball better protected. Also a youthful trait, as the zygomatic processes of the temporal recedes as we get older, making the position further back relative to the eyeball. When this happens, the lateral canthus and lateral portion of the eyelid are more forward to the eye, making it appear deeper set. Also contributes to the positive orbital vector. Eyebrows and eyelashes. Males have thicker, more dense, lower brows than women, making the eyes better protected. Again, not sure about the dimorphism of the eyelashes, but long, thick eyelashes also makes the eyes better protected and are a sign of youth and fertility. Somewhat thick eyebrows can also be attractive on women, as they are a sign of testosterone and high sex drive. And finally, for the canthal tilt. Females tend to have sharper infraorbital rims. This means that the nasal bridge is lower relative to the zygomatic bone, creating a higher degree of a positive canthal tilt. Male eyes are closer to the neutral tilt due to the higher nasal bridge. But what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated. And like usual, catch you guys in the next one.